afternoon. For the second year in a row, we're doing our Warrior Athletic and Activities Awards Banquet virtually. And hopefully next year at this time everything will be back to normal, and we will be together with our Lions organization planning an awards banquet. But for this year, obviously this is the mode from last year. All the coaches will be and advisors will be recording a virtual awards program to put on which is on our school website. Just a little information there to spread the word. Most of you that are watching this are probably watching it on our school website, but as of July 1st, that website ID is going to change to isd317.net. Before it was isd317.org, and everything will be converting over to a new web page at isd317.net. I'd like to start off by thanking all the student athletes and the parents and everybody that participated this year. It was a crazy year. We went through a lot. The athletes went through a lot. There was a lot of changes. It's just really, really remarkable when you think about the things they had to go through, from not being able to practice at times, not knowing right up to game time or match time if there's even going to be one because of quarantine or teams canceling, not being able to use locker rooms for much of the season, the transportation issue, the masking issue, water bottles, not having water fountains. I mean, there was just things on top of things that were completely different this year, but everybody pulled together and really, we had no issues here at Deer River as far as fans or visiting teams or our own athletes, and it was just a very good experience, and we had very, very minimal situations ourselves where things were canceled or postponed, and that was all due because of the coaches' efforts and the kids' efforts and the parents' efforts at following the guidelines that we could as we could. They seem to change every 2 weeks, but getting things changed and adjusted to so that we could continue to have some type of a season. Just a little recap. We started off in the fall. The only sport that really started on time was cross country. They started in their normal time in August. Everything else at that time was put on hold. As a matter of fact, was going to be canceled and moved to the spring. And then all of a sudden, about the beginning to the middle of September, they decided they wanted to have a fall season for football and volleyball. So we started one very late, and it ended very late. Our last event, when they finally shut things down for about a month statewide, was November 20th. And usually that's state tournament time. You know, by that time, the state tournament for football is all indoors at US Bank, and volleyball has been completed, and we're actually started winter sports. But at that time, we were playing outside and still having events, and volleyball was scheduled to go through regular season of December 7th. So, and then we went on to winter sports, which just didn't start until after Christmas in January. And then spring sports didn't start the games until into April. And everything pretty much had shortened seasons other than spring sports. They could use their full complement of games. I don't know how many teams actually did because of COVID and cancellations and quarantines, but the winter and spring sports got to have their state tournaments, and we were thankful for that. A few other recognition I'd like to put out is, again, thanks to the coaches and parents and kids, but also the community members that help with running the scores tables and the guidelines and changes they had to follow, or running the clocks, refereeing games, bus drivers for transportation, all those types of things, food service for making meals for kids. That was different this year, which we took along to games. All those things helped move the season along and helped us have a very successful season here. We were short a lot of athletes and a lot of programs. In the fall, we didn't have any junior high athletics. Football didn't have B squad football. Some of the winter sports didn't have junior high athletics. and due to the situations that we were in, or because we were only in school every other day or not in school at all, so kids didn't have ways to participate and even get here. But hopefully, again, like I said, in fall of 2021, we're going to start things normal in August and gear things back up and start fresh and new. Some of the other traditional awards that we give out every year from the Minnesota State High School League are, like, for example, the AAA Award. The AAA Award is given by the Minnesota State High School League to one male and one female senior for outstanding efforts in athletics, academics, and fine arts. Those students go on to compete at the subsection level, the section level, and then the state level, where they are chosen a state winner for the AAA Award in the state of Minnesota. This year, our school's representatives were Haley Parrington and Blake Fox. The next award the High School League offers is the Excel Award. The Excel Award is given to a junior male and female in each school, and they go on to compete at the state level. There is no section or subsection competition, but they go on to compete at the state level, and chosen by the scholarship committee this year as juniors for the Excel Award were Tate Conjured and Regan Lind. Senior Activity Awards. The Senior Activity Awards are given out for those seniors that have earned over 12 letters in their high school career in grades 9 through 12. This year there were 2 in the senior class that earned over 12 letters, and they were Blake Fox and Deanna Francisco. Other than that, after this you will have each of your sports or activities coaches coming on to give their presentations for their year and their awards. Again, I'd like to thank you for all your efforts this year, and hopefully next year we'll be back at it full force.
All right. After the 2020 golf season was canceled due to COVID-19, the Deer River golf team was itching to get back out on the course. The Deer River Junior High golf team consisted of 6 boys. You had Ian Benham, Cash Evans, Ryder Lean, Connor Tyler, Sean Antala, and Lucas Grigsby. This was the first year of golfing for many of them. We had our meets held in Bemidji, over in Black Duck, and we had a home meet here in Deer River at Blueberry. I would like to point out that Ian Benham was the one golfer that was able to make all the meets by keeping his grades up. And like we do in tradition, we ended the season with a stop at the Cass Lake Dairy Queen on the way home. For our high school, we had Finn Evans and Kyle Gotchi were our 2 varsity players. They were playing in the Northern Pines Conference, and our meets were held in Park Rapids, Walker, Big Fork, and our final one over in Bemidji at Castle Highlands. Finn Evans in the conference finished in 24th place, and Kyle Gotchi finished in 31st place. Both boys were able to keep their grades up, so they were able to compete in all the conference meets. On May 26th and 27th, sections was held at the Virginia Golf Course. Both boys were able to make the cut the first day, and on the second day, the section final, Finn Evans ended up shooting a 2-day total of 194 and placing 22nd place in the section, and Kyle Gotchi finished off the sections in 25th place with a 2-day total of 198. I highly suggest, if you're looking for something fun to do in the spring, come join the Warrior Golf Team.
Hello, this is Derek Ogleye. I coach high school softball at Deer River. This is the 2021 spring season review. We'd just like to thank the girls for all the hard work and effort they put in this season. We ended our season on Tuesday with the loss against Cherry in the playoffs, but the girls worked hard all year, kept improving, and they were a joy to be around. Thank you.
Warrior fans, Coach Berman here just to wrap things up for the 2020-2021 baseball season. First and foremost, I'd like to give some shout outs and some appreciation to my 2 assistants, both Dale Marlowe and Dakota Gogolai. Without you guys, none of this would be possible. So I just want to let you both know that you're very much appreciated and very integral to the part of the program and everything that we work on day in and day out. So thank you to you guys. To the players, I know the scoreboard and our win-loss record didn't always fall in our favor this year, but just know that from the beginning of the season to the end of the season, there definitely was growth both on the field and off the field as an individual and as a player. So know that that was not unnoticed, and it was certainly appreciated from the coaching staff, all of us, your willingness to work hard, take instruction, and keep working at improving each day. So thank you for all of that. Underclassmen, keep working hard. We have a lot of things that we can improve upon, but we definitely have a lot of ability and a lot of potential. So I encourage you to keep working hard as much as you can. Keep honing your craft, and good things will happen. And to you seniors, so we have Blake Fox, CJ Belfai, Riley Schenken, Dylan Schenken, Caden Harut, Adam Hines, Caden Brayford, and Garrett Thompson. I just want to tell you guys thank you. I know some of you have recently come back to baseball. Some of you have been in the program all the way through. But just know that you are all an important part of what we did this year. I thank you for your guys' effort, and I wish you the best of luck in the future. If you ever need anything, always feel free to reach out.
Hi, my name is Abby Sheeter. I do the 300-meter hurdles and the 4x2. I'm all conference for the 4x2 and the 300-meter hurdles. I've had a good year. I PR'd by 6 seconds on the 300-meter hurdles, and we PR'd by 4 on the 4x2.
My name's Tate Evans. I throw shot put. I PR'd this year, which is very exciting. I'm looking forward to subsections and sections this year. I've really enjoyed track this year because got to get outside and don't have to wear a mask, and everyone on the track team is fun to be with.
Hi, I'm Sayla. And hi, I'm Berglund. And I do the 4x1, 200, 400, and pole vault.
I do pole vault, 400, 200, long jump.
And we had a lot of fun this year and got to try a lot of new things.
And we're looking forward to next season.
Hi, my name is Armando Salazar, and I do the 110 and 300 meter hurdles. I had a lot of fun this year, and I'm excited to go to the conference.
I'm Ariana Schenken. I do shot put and discus, and I got many PRs this year, and excited for subsections and next year.
Hi, my name is Matthew Shaw. I pole vault and long jump. I had a lot of fun this year. I PR'd in long jump and pole vault, and I'm looking forward to next year's pole vault.
Hi, I'm Katie Sterli. I participate in the 100-meter hurdles. This is my first year, and I PR'd every single race. And this year has been a lot of fun, and I can't wait for subsections tomorrow.
Hi, my name is Emma Morris. I do pole vault, 100, 200 meter, and some things I really looked forward to this year was spending time with the team and just having fun with them, and I'm looking forward to that next season.
Hi, my name is Ella Storley. I participate in the 4x2, 4x1, and pole vault, and I've had a great season. I've had a lot of fun, and it's my first year.
Hi, my name is Taylor Peck. This year I have participated in long jump, shot put, the 4x2, and the open 200. This year we've all done pretty good improving our times. I'm looking forward to tomorrow at subsections and see what that has in store for us.
My name is Neva Evans. I participate in triple jump and the 4x2. We are all conference for the 4x2. We also improved our time by 4 seconds. I'm having really a lot of fun this season.
Hello, Coach Gogli and myself were again very excited to put together a trap team for this year. It's about our 7th year of hosting trap shooting at Deer River High School. We had 17 students that shot trap this year. Trap is usually in the spring. It starts about the beginning of April and goes through the state shoot, which is June 14th if they choose to go to that. We had, again, 17 people with 2 seniors that are leaving the team that both shot for the last 6 years, being Blake Fox and Lindsay Niemela. So they brought a lot of guidance and good example to the team for the younger kids that did join last year. Like most spring sports, they didn't get a chance to participate and they didn't get a chance to shoot. So that sort of cost them a year, but they did a very, very good job both going on to compete at the state competition on June 14th. We had these 6 individuals were our 6 top shooters this year, which put together your team score. Our team ended up finishing 3rd in the conference. Our number 1 shooter was Tate Conjured, averaging a 22.5. They shoot rounds of 25, and they shoot 2 rounds of 25 each week. So Tate did a very good job, ended up finishing 2nd overall as an individual in the conference. Our 2nd shooter was Blake Fox, averaging 21.2. Our 3rd shooter was Nathias Parks, averaging 18.7. Our 4th best shooter was Caden Schenken, averaging 18.4. Our 5th best shooter was Naisha Flowers, averaging 17.7. And Sean Dross came in with the 6th score at 17.5. Again, we had 17 shooters from grades 7 through 12 on the team, but those were our best 6 shooters. Lettering in there, meeting the lettering criteria were Blake Fox, Tate Conjured, and Lindsay Niemela. Trap shooting is still growing across the state. It's the number 1 sport in the state as far as participation, with over 20,000 kids shooting trap in the state of Minnesota. They put you in a conference according to how many trap shooters you have, not the size of your school. So our conference had teams, Deer River, Eden Prairie was in our conference, Henning, Truman, schools of all different sizes from all over the state. And you turn in your scores every week, and they compile a conference average. When you go to the state shoot for our Class A class is on Monday, June 14th, and it takes 6 days to run the state tournament, with each class getting 1 day at the state tournament. Again, we had a great year. We started in April, where sometimes we're shooting in rain, sometimes we're shooting in snow, all the way to the end of the year where it was 90 degrees out, but it's a good time, and for those of you that are interested, I encourage you to come watch and see if it's something you want to do. But it's a growing sport in Deer River, and we have a good time doing it. Again, I'd like to thank Blake and Lindsay for their 6 years of leadership and participation in trap, and wish them success in the future. Thanks.
Hey, Coach Steve Berg giving a wrestling summary for this past year. Our season, just like all the other sports, looked a lot different for 2020 and 2021. Season was shortened by about 2 weeks. Our match count came down from 45 to 32, 33 matches. We couldn't have any individual or team tournaments, so everything was duels and tries. Fans were limited. We didn't have a full team all year. Injuries, sickness, and so it was hard to fill a roster this year. So difficult year in a lot of respects, but thankful that we got to have a season. Our team was also young. We graduated 4 seniors last year. All state qualifiers. We also had a state qualifier move to another state. So we had some big shoes to fill and some young guys trying to fill them. We ended up the season, our record was 12-15. So not where we want to be, but hey, it looks promising. The guys did good. They worked hard. And like I said, we're young, so we have a lot of years to work and to build on this. We qualified 7 for state prelims. our sections look different. Normally the top two in every weight class go on to state. This year in sections, they took the top 4. We wrestled super sections with section 8, and then 2 from the combined sections went on to state. So state went from 16 in each weight class down to 8, and we had 2 make it to the state finals. Zach Ikola placed 6th at 113 pounds. Jojo Thompson placed 4th at 220. So congratulations to those guys. We had 6 wrestlers end the season with over 25 wins on the year. Tate Evans, Zach Ikola, Ty Gullickson, Austin Munt, and Jojo Thompson. I'll give you a list of my letter winners here. Letter winners were Tate Evans, Charles Ikola, Nathias Parks, Zach Ikola, Dylan Geelan, Ty Gullickson, Gus Thompson, Jojo Thompson, Austin Munt, Lee Parrington, Tayton Erickson, Deanna Francisco, Miles Thompson, Preston Reed, Peta Tudano, and Colin Hart. I also give out awards. We already did that. We had a little cookout at my house. I gave these awards out. Tate Evans was the Rookie of the Year. I give out, this is a individual that has not wrestled varsity prior to this year. Tate got the Rookie of the Year. He ended up with over 25 wins and really at 106 pounds did a great job for us. Jojo Thompson had the most pins. He had 21 pins on the year. He also passed the 75 career win mark. So congratulations to Jojo. Zach Ikola surpassed the 50 career win mark. I also gave him the Overcomer Award. Zach this year was eligible all year long. I gave that Overcomer Award. A lot of these things, Zach would tell you, were self-inflicted through the years, but Zach worked hard, practiced hard, and like I said, he ended up 6th in the state, and so Zach gets the Overcomer Award. And good job, Zach, with good attitude and good work ethic this year. One of my captains, Ty Gullickson. Ty surpassed the 50 career win and 75 career win mark. He also got the Jordan Burroughs Award, which is the award for commitment and dedication. Ty poured it on this year. Ty worked hard. His attitude was great. And looking forward to having Ty back in the room leading us next year as well. Another captain, Austin Munt. Austin got the Coaches Award, which is the top award I give. That is an award for integrity, character, dedication, and commitment. Austin really worked hard all summer, changed his diet. He had a exercise regimen, put a wrestling mat in his basement, and led by example. So that award goes to Austin Munt this year. I want to thank my coaches, Kevin Gullickson, Judd Evans, for your work on and off the mat, as well as at the end of the year we also got Corey Tibbetts back in the room some as well. So thank you guys, thank you parents for giving us the opportunity to coach. Your dedication, commitment, getting your kids to practice, traveling to the games, supporting us, appreciate that, as well as those in the school, Brent Shimmick, Lee Ayers, Teresa Grussel, putting up with us, the scheduling, all the paperwork, and your efforts as well. So appreciate it. Thanks again, all the wrestlers, for your work, and looking forward to next year.
Hi, Coach Marl here to talk about the girls varsity basketball team for the Deer River Warriors 2021 season. It truly was a 2021 season, as the season started. The first practice was January 4th. There were 12 young ladies that played this year, played varsity, and did a great job, and it was an honor to coach them. A former coach of mine, I heard him say once, remember the good and forget the bad. And that's a great motto to live by, and this year there was so much good to remember. A little bit about the varsity by the end of the season. the whole was bigger than the sum of the parts. They worked together in great fashion and performed better than their total sum of talent and ability. Together it was better than that. At the end, they worked together 100% of the time on offense and defense. I know one thing that stood out to me, we had lost to Big Fork earlier in the season. We beat them by like 10 halfway through the season, and then played them in the playoffs, and at one point we're winning like by 36 points. And when we were done, Natalie Bebo, former player and now a junior high coach, had noted that we ran a play every single time down the court. So we worked together totally and the whole time, and it showed. And that's how we performed at the end of the season. We played a lot of physical basketball. We lost to Mount Iron in the playoffs, and they're just a tough team. But the coach was very complimentary afterwards and said he was really glad they had played us because we played so physical, which I thought was interesting a little bit because we weren't necessarily the biggest team, but we had a lot of fierce players. They were a fun team to coach. We had excellent senior leadership. Those seniors were hard workers, and something that stuck out to me was the three seniors improved a ton as the season went on. We also had a strong underclass support, and they provided a lot of the scoring. They were strong on defense, and they provided all the depth. Here is a picture of all the team members, minus Shauna Mashad came on varsity after the team photo. Things were moving kind of fast this year with the late start, but Shauna did a great job, and every time she'd come in the ball game towards the end, it seemed like she'd make a three-pointer. From left to right, we've got Hannah Eddie Edwards, we got Jess Regal, we got Kristen Schaff, we got Hannah Taz Gullickson, we got Neva Evans, we got Tori Antala, Josie Drotz, we've got Abby Sheeter, Grace Berglund, Katie Storley, and Connie Coco Bowstring. Moving along to the end of the season awards, Hannah Edwards was a freshman this year, and once upon a time we had a Rookie of the Year award, and when I looked at the voting for Most Improved, it was clear to me that Hannah Edwards deserved the Rookie of the Year award. She was a freshman, came in, started a little bit, then moved to a reserve role, and then kind of her role got more and more kind of as the season went on. Just did a great job and got a ton of potential in the future. Next we got Jessica Regal. She was voted Most Improved Player by the team, and that's the second year in a row, and did a great job and came on as the season went along. Next we had Grace Berglund, who served as a captain this year. She was the one junior captain, and she was voted MVP by the team, and she earned Northern Lakes All-Conference and IRC All-Conference, and just did a great job all around for us. Next we have Neva Evans, junior, and she was hard to take off the court because she played so fierce defensively and was very active defensively and also contributed a ton on offense. She earned Northern Lakes Conference All-Conference and IRC Conference Honorable Mention. Now to the seniors, we've got Miss Josie Drotz. All the seniors were captains. Josie won the Team Player Award, and she was also Northern Lakes Conference Honorable Mention, and just played with a big heart out there all the time. Next we have Abby Sheeter. She shared in that Team Player Award. We had a virtual tie with those two. She was Northern Lakes Conference Honorable Mention and IRC Honorable Mention. Abby just did a great job and was a real leader on the team this year. And attitude was spectacular for her as the season went on, and I think she just really showed her maturity that way and fought fiercely on the court. Last we have Miss Tori Antala. She earned Most Improved Player Award from the team, She was Northern Lakes Conference Honorable Mention and IRC Honorable Mention. Just had an all-around good season. Was tough in every category and had a super nice year. Just like to end with thanking all the parents and players. It was a great season and a lot of fun, and good luck in the future. I'd also like to take this opportunity to give a special shout out or thanks to Ryan Graff, who led her again this season as team manager, and she's been just so reliable and done stats for us for, I think this is her third year in a row. We could have done it without you. I'd also like to take the opportunity to thank Coach Bill Plate. Couldn't ask for a better assistant coach all these years, and good friend, and so such a good coach and so reliable. And also Natalie Bebo, who I think is in her third year of coaching junior high basketball and doing a great job. Thanks. Bye.
Oh, hey. I didn't know you guys were here already. I suppose it's time that we start our 2021 Deer River Athletic Awards Banquet. Well, in all seriousness, we had a really fun season this year, and the boys should be proud of themselves, the community should be proud of themselves, our school should be proud of themselves as well. I made a slideshow at the end of this video. I think that is a really nice recap of the season, and I'm going to try to do this a lot shorter than I did last year, and just kind of let you guys enjoy the slideshow. In the meantime, first I wanted to do a few thank yous, starting with my coaching staff, Cole Schultz, Phil Johnson, and Opa Jenkins. Also manager Mason Olson, who wasn't able to play this year due to injury, but it was nice having him on the bench with us. Office staff Teresa and Lee, Mr. Shimmick, Mr. Akery, Dr. Peshta, Kari Schultz and the cheerleaders, Heather Shankin and the movement, custodians Dave Daigle and company, the score table workers Jim Daigle, Derek Goggle-Eye, and Chuck Isaacs, bus drivers, teachers, fans, parents, Tony Burby, and the kitchen staff. Really hooked us up this year and did an awesome job feeding our team every game. So thank you, Tony. My wife Claire, who did a lot for me this year, just helping me, freeing up my time so I could prepare for games and things like that. I can't thank her enough. And then also, it was kind of a special year this year, being that we only had one senior, Blake Fox, and what a really special senior he is, because I couldn't ask for a better one. A coach on the floor. I've been saying it all year in any of the interviews and things like that. I really think he will be leaving a legacy with the younger guys in what he showed on how to be a leader. So we're really going to miss him. So Blake, thanks for everything that you've done for this team, and we wish you the best of luck. We hope you stick around as much as you can and are able to maybe catch some games next year, and hopefully we can see you around. Also, lastly, I just would like to thank the Deer River and Leech Lake communities for making this the best season possible. It was a magical season, a historical season, and it was a season that brought our community hope when there weren't a lot of good things to look forward to. And it was really fun to see the community rally together and accomplish what was accomplished. And hopefully there's more to come next year. But all right, I'm gonna let you guys check out the slideshow, and thanks again.
We get lit!
Alright, can you bring that trophy out first?
The 2020 volleyball team had a great season. Even though it was a fast and interesting season, having 3 seniors lead the team made this year so wonderful. Our seniors were Tori Antala, Alexis Newman, and Abby Sheeter. Tori was one of our outside hitters, and whenever we needed a kill, we could always rely on her to get the job done. She had a big presence on the court, which we will miss next year. Alexis was our libero. She dug every ball that came her way and always had a smile on her face while doing it. Our defense will miss her greatly next year. Abby was our right side hitter. She could jump through the roof and could always get the team fired up. We will miss her positive energy next year. These 3 young ladies were great role models for their younger classmates, and their presence on and off the court will be missed. I was blessed to call myself their coach because these 3 ladies are so amazing. We ended our season with a 5-7 record overall, but that did not stop the girls from having a great year. They overcame the obstacles that were given to them and made their season a success. The team has so much to be proud of. I want to thank the school, fans, and parents for all their support and patience this season. The team, coaching staff, and myself really appreciate it. I also want to thank my coaching staff, Caitlin Lind, Tally Mosted, and Mandy Reed, for all their help this season. I could not have done it without them. Lastly, I want to thank the team for all their hard work and great achievements this season. Now for the awards. Iron Range Conference All-Conference. This award goes to Taylor Peck. Iron Range Conference Honorable Mention. This award goes to Grace Berglund, Neva Evans, and Abby Sheeter. Northern Lakes Conference All-Conference. This award goes to Taylor Peck and Neva Evans. Northern Lakes Conference Honorable Mention. This award goes to Grace Berglund, Abby Sheeter, and Tori Antala. Our letter winners this year were Tori Antala, Alexis Newman, Abby Sheeter, Grace Berglund, Neva Evans, Taylor Peck, Shira Pearson, Katie Storley, and Hannah Edwards. Congratulations to the team for such a great year. Thank you, seniors, for all of your hard work throughout your volleyball career. We will miss you next year, and good luck with your future.
Hello, everybody. Coach Shimmick here. Just give you a brief awards presentation for 2020 fall football program for the Lions banquet that is now virtual. I'd like to start off by thanking my assistant coaches, Bill Munt, Mike Fairbanks, and Aaron Drotz. The season started a little late. We didn't start until middle of September and didn't get over until the end of November, so it was a little bit different on their work schedules and their families' work schedules, but I'd like to thank them for their efforts this year. Then next, I'd like to thank my senior Warrior football players, Blake Fox as a quarterback and a safety, Austin Raisley at running back and linebacker, Caden Harrett at defensive end and tight end, Caden Brayford at wide receiver and defensive back, Garrett Thompson at defensive end and wide receiver, Riley Schinken at wide receiver and defensive back, and CJ Belfai at defensive back, wide receiver, and kick returner. This senior class was a very fortunate class. They are probably one of the few that played in 2 state tournaments and have 3 section championships to their name. State tournament this year was canceled. The last game we played was a section final game, but they do have 3 section final championships and 3 trophies downstairs. They've had a great career. Most of them were here for all 3 of those. Austin Raisley was the 4th player in Deer River history to be named an All-State player or chosen an All-State player by the AP Associated Press. He ended up with 1,325 yards rushing this year in only 7 games because the season was a little bit shorter. We had 5 regular season games instead of 8, but he had a terrific senior year. He ended up breaking a school record of having 358 yards rushing in our championship game against Bram, and had a terrific year. Our all-district selections this year were Blake Fox, Austin Raisley, Tate Conjured, Rhett Munt, and Hunter Dobson. We had 2 athletes that were honorable mention athletes, Jack Parrington and Bryce Herring. Tate Conjured was selected as a junior as the most valuable lineman in the entire conference, which is a very good honor for someone that was only a junior at the time. The team awards that were chosen by their teammates were Outstanding Defensive Back Blake Fox, Outstanding Offensive Back Austin Raisley, Outstanding Offensive Lineman Tate Conjured, Outstanding Defensive Lineman Hunter Dobson, and Outstanding Special Teams Player CJ Belfai. It was a great year. We had, it was tough not having a locker room when you have all that football gear and things like that. It was tough traveling to away games when you couldn't change in a locker room at a visiting site. As you know, in our district, we have a lot of travel, a lot of long-distance games, so riding to a game in your gear and riding home from a game in gear was a new experience for everybody, but we got through it, and they had a very good season. I'd really like to thank the younger players. We did not have a junior high season this year because of COVID or a B squad season, but a lot of those 9th and 10th graders that came out anyway, and even though they weren't going to get to have a separate season, but practice every day and got to suit on the varsity, put in a lot of time and a lot of effort, even though they didn't get their normal rewards that they usually get. And I want them to know that we really appreciate that as a staff and the efforts they put in. Again, I'd like to thank the coaches and the parents for getting the kids there. We didn't have the transportation or even school at times, so there was more strain on them getting them to and from school and to and from practice. And it was just a very difficult year, but a very successful year. Our last game was on November 20th, outside at home for a section championship game. That's not usual. Usually it's at a neutral site on turf, and it's by that time of the year we're usually at US Bank Stadium inside playing if you're in the state championship games. But so it was a different year, and a lot of things were accomplished, and we're really looking forward to next year. And again, would like to thank our senior athletes that put all the time and effort into our program over their career, and wish them well in the future. Thank you.
Welcome, everyone. Thank you to all that worked so diligently to move this amazing event into a virtual setting. As I entered my 9th year of coaching the DRHS cheerleading squad, this was definitely a season of change and unknowns. We all did the best we could with what we had, and I applaud all student athletes, coaches, parents, guardians, faculty, administration, and fans who shifted their mindset to make the season possible. DRHS student athletes and fans were leaders in following the new rules and regulations, and we showed our amazing Warrior pride by keeping standards high. Our cheer season started out with tryouts in mid-November, and the season finally got underway in person in January. We never knew when our last game would be, so these girls cheered at every game as if it were the last one of the season. From our first talks about virtual cheerleading to actually getting to stand on the sidelines and cheer, these young ladies said that they would do whatever it took, and they did. They get the honor of being part of the boys and girls basketball team as well as the wrestling team. Leading this year's squad was freshman captain Tia Schultz and freshman co-captain Brita Isaacs. Returning to our squad this year was senior Kiana Christie and senior Haley Parrington, junior Denise Howard and junior Taylor Grobe, and 8th grader Taylor O'Shea. They were joined by freshmen Faith Hawkins and Faith Warner and 7th grader Adia Wilkie. We will miss our 2 seniors greatly. This is the time of the year that seniors say goodbye to their high school years and hello to the next stages of life. We wish all the best of luck in making a smooth transition to the rest of your life. We will all be cheering for you. Thank you to this fantastic community for all your support and guidance to these young student athletes.